I confirmed that David Burke has hired criminal defense attorneys to the celebrities. Blair Berk. Burke has represented Mel Gibson, Lindsay Lohan, and Harvey Weinstein, his DUI case. Burke has been described as making stars' legal scrapes disappear. She doesn't typically handle murder cases, although she has before. All of this smells like he's ready for jail because we should have seen this, but nobody did. Pitchfork did, but nobody paid attention to it. What am I talking about? Let's go. Before y'all say, and I know y'all gonna do it, before y'all say, man, this is fake, I'm gonna read y'all this, and y'all gonna be like, oh, damn, all right. Dead body found in impounded car registered to David, police say. A Tesla registered to the singer in Texas was impounded in California, where the body was discovered. David has been on tour since early August. Now, here's where it gets funny. Keep on listening, because it gets good. A vehicle registered to David, the Houston singer-songwriter who became an internet sensation with the 2023 EP Petals to Thorns, is under police investigation after a chopped-up, decomposing body was found in a bag in its front trunk, TMZ and Los Angeles news outlets report. The Tesla is registered in Hampstead, Texas, but had been impounded for a couple of days at a tow yard in Hollywood, California. According to police, David, a 20-year-old whose legal name is David Anthony Burke, has been on tour across North America since August 1st. The human remains have not been publicly identified. When reached by Pitchfork, a representative for David directed all inquiries to the musician's attorney, who? Blair Berk, who has not responded to requests for comment. A spokesperson did tell outlets, however, David has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he's fully cooperating with the authorities. David is touring behind Withered, his full-length debut released via Darkroom and Interscope in April. His date in Minneapolis tonight, September 9th, is set to go ahead at the time of this writing. And understand this. Blair Berk ain't a random lawyer. She's a Hollywood go-to criminal defense attorney when a celebrity is in serious legal trouble. Her track record got people like Mel Gibson in his DUI and domestic violence cases. Lindsay Lohan, she got multiple probation violations. Britney Spears, when she ended her early conservatorship in criminal defense issues. Kiefer Sutherland, Heather Locklear, Leonardo DiCaprio in various scrapes, and more recently, even homicide defense in LA, Monica Cementi, murder trial. And then you got to realize that David ain't just facing potential legal exposure. His career and brands are at stake. Y'all got to know he getting kicked off of a lot of different things that he set up with. So she going to specialize in navigating the media storms while defending clients in court. And even if he ain't charged, the fact that a body was found and a car registered to him means police are investigating. That's the type of exposure where you would want somebody that's elite. You ain't just looking for just a public defender. And she has lines to prosecutors, judges, and understands how celebrity cases play out in LA. This helps when the DA or the LAPD weigh whether to file charges. And then by David hiring Burke, it sends a message he's lawyering up with the best, and he takes it seriously. So that way he could chill on the media speculation and give them credibility. She gonna figure out how to be that mouthpiece for him. So basically, he's already expecting this shit to escalate into criminal charges. What criminal charges exactly? I don't really know. It's going to be either homicide related or a minimum obstruction, harboring, association type exposure. So they may want not only her legal shit, but they're going to want her PR team that's going to handle all of this stuff to navigate everything. So even if he's innocent, this lawyer going to protect him from a lot of mistakes that can really, realistically, get him charged. Let's just be fair. He hired her because she ain't cheap, but she know how to do all of this stuff. And her being a woman, just being a little girl, you know, that's going to help navigate these waters even better, just a little bit. I know people like, man, wait, what the hell? Nah, man. Listen, let's just say, fellas, you got in trouble and there was a domestic violence case. You telling me you ain't going to hire the best female defense attorney? You're damn lie. Like, let's be fair, bro. You got to play the game the way the game is supposed to go. I don't know what she looked like. I'm going to try to look up a picture. I would have hired a young, powerful female attorney, me personally. Just going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But let's get into it. He knows it's coming. Everybody knows it's coming. So why not? You know what I mean? You had to make sure that you have a whole entire statement ready. They had to have so many... How can I say this? They had to have so many statements ready to make for the public. He's definitely going to get a bond. I think he'll get a bond, but he might not. And the reason why he might not, if I'm going to err on the negative side, it's because basically, bruh, he's looking at, I ain't going to hold you, he's looking at basically obstruction. If they get his ass with obstruction, they're probably going to try to tie it to witness intimidation and say, oh yeah, he was paying these people and paying all of these individuals and all of this crap and everything like that. So you'd have to make sure that you stop all of this shit from coming out. I'm just going to be honest. Just got to be honest with y'all. So as far as David goes, man, expect his ass to get arrested. I know some people don't want to hear that. Oh, nah, you can't say that. Don't say that, Seti Nash. Hell nah, bro. No. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to pursue the BS. So some of y'all who are reading this be like, well, in the last video you said, no, I didn't. I said I still think he's going to be arrested and charged with the minor. So it really boils down to why the hell you would do it. But there's another side of it. What if he didn't do it? Even if he didn't do it, bro, he could still be charged. We already said 5 felonies. 5 of them. Let me make sure. I don't even care. Basically, harboring, sleeping with that little girl, and there's 5 charges that I basically had. Y'all have to check that video out to see all that. I probably should just pin it to the, yeah, I'll pin it at the end of the video. But Nash, are you telling us that David will still be found guilty of a crime even if he didn't murder Celeste? Hell yeah. He's going to have to prove to the jury that, bruh, I didn't know. Here's the evidence right here. Then bring in some witnesses that say, hey, when you met Celeste, was it David who told you she was 19? Or was it her that told you she was 19? And they'll say, oh, it was her. David shows these IDs. That's some reasonable doubt. Because I'm fairly certain, bro, there's a lot of videos that are going to show, that are going to say, oh, she was acting like she was grown. She was maneuvering this way. She was doing this. She was doing that. It's not going to really matter, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who. It's not really going to matter about those text messages. Those text messages don't necessarily prove anything. They don't. Because let's play devil's advocate. Let's say David really believed that this little girl was 19 years old. They could say, oh, shit, well, she was saying she went to high school at this time and this time and this time, and all of a sudden she's here. She might have social media posts at the University of Southern Cheaters. You see what I'm saying? They said she went to the University of Southern Cheaters. I mean, USC. My bad. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying it like that? Keep telling the truth. But I'm sorry, bro. That's their name, man. The University of South Central. University of Southern California, USC. Go Trojans. But on a serious note, man, we don't know if this little girl was smart enough. We don't know if she basically knew that she had to present herself a certain way to look older. Like, and I don't really want to say this way, but this nigga was only 20. So if he met her 2 years ago and he was 18, let's say she said she went to high school, she was like a freaking freshman or a 10th grader, and then he just groomed her and molded her. California law is going to say, well, if he can prove that, it technically wouldn't be illegal if they're under that 3-year statute. So if he was 19 sleeping with a 16-year-old, if he was 20 sleeping with a 17-year-old, even though she said she was 19, so that I basically would have said, oh yeah, I was in the 10th grade while he was in the 12th. Like, that shit could exist. I'm not trying to cape up for him or make excuses or any of that shit, but I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So we'll see, man. I just don't know, man. I truly don't know. This shit sucks, but I mean, it's a little girl that's dead, bro. And more than likely, whoever killed her, she knew. She felt protected. She felt vulnerable. She allowed herself to let her defenses down around this person, and they took her life. And that's the grips and the terms that people had to deal with. And I'm going to be fair, bro. It's wrong. It's just wrong, man. It's just wrong. Like, man, at a certain point in time, we do have to go, damn, this sucks, man. Whenever we see kids get killed, whenever we see teenagers get killed, whenever we see this shit, man, especially the younger generation, we got to look at them like, we don't know what they could have been. You know, Some of the biggest breakthroughs in modern medicine, they had to start off as an infant, as a toddler, as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, and as a young adult at that. Like, we don't know what any of these kids could have been. So, it just is what it is, man. It just sucks. That's all that is, bro. It's a little girl who obviously had problems at home. And her problems at home made her run away. In her mind. Maybe mom was super strict. I don't know if the father was in the home. I ain't heard shit about her having a daddy. That don't mean she didn't, but I ain't heard it. But y'all, let me know your thoughts on this one. Share to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified, and I'll catch you on the next one. Reloaded.